beautiful people, let me tell y'all, this dreams are so they scare the crap out of you, but they make no sense. I had a crazy dream last night. I woke up, my family member actually had to wake me up, my child, because I was panicking in my dream. Let me tell you what the dream about before I forget it completely, because I forgot some of it. So I remember I was driving in this car. It wasn't the car that I actually had, but it was a car, and I think it was black. It was a black, beautiful car, or whatever. And then I kind of crashed it in a dumb way, and then I crashed it a couple times in a dumb way, but it didn't get messed up. So I continued to drive. I think there was snow on the ground or something, and I crashed it backing up. It was just so weird. And then I hit it like the side of the street. It was just really weird. I was like, I don't know. Then I went and picked up this kid, this child. I don't know whose child it was. Then I went and picked up another child that was related to me. It wasn't a black child. It was a, I'm not going to say what color child it was, but, and I'm like, but it was supposed to be my, I think it was my daughter's child or something. It was just so strange. So the little girl was, I had the little girl, the little boy. The little boy disappeared. I don't know where he went. So apparently, I guess maybe in the dream I dropped him off. So then I get, so the little girl, I think she's in the back seat because she's small. She's like probably about 5 or 6. And then I'm in the front seat. So I stopped the car in the snow because I had to spit. I don't know why I was spitting like pink, thick strings of stuff out of my mouth. It was weird. And then, so I was spitting it into the snow. She gets out of the car, and I had the driver's side open because I had just got out to spit. So she gets out of the car, comes around the car, gets in the driver's side. She turns on the gas, and then she jumps out of the car and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," or something like that, or something. No, she's like crying. She's running to me crying. She didn't say sorry. And then the car keeps going, and it crashes into this thing and gets destroyed. So I walk over to the car, and I pick the car up, and it's like crumbled up. I pick the car up and move it over. Again, something that makes no sense in a dream. And I go, then I look over at this lady that's looking like, she's like, "Oh my gosh," like, and I go, "I'm done." I'm like, this was the last step I needed. I was like, I'm already broke. Now I can't get to work. I'm done. I said, this is done. Then I looked at the little girl. I said, "Why would you do that to my car?" So the little girl's looking sad, and then I'm just like freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I'm done. Like, this was the last step. Like, I'm already broke and blah 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 blah. And when my family member woke me up, because I was all, yeah, I guess, I don't know, I was making some type of noise. So when my family member woke me up, it just reminded me, not as if I ever forgot or anything, because I talk about this all the time, how close some people are to just, like, even though the dream made no sense, it made sense. Because how close people are to the edge, how close people are to just having nothing. And then they act like such, nobody's focused enough to focus on the real issues. And then I don't know, it's just so weird. But it just, the point of it was how close so many people are to having nothing, just not making it. To just go, or just going over the edge. Like, it's just crazy. But that dream, me picking the car up was crazy. It was like bent up and crumbled. But I picked it up like it was a bicycle. Like a tricycle. But yeah, the dream was... And then there was another dream I had before that I don't remember that was equally as crazy. I'm like, last night was... I fell asleep with my TV on. And I woke up to... Was it Alchemy of Souls? I don't know. I woke up to something. And I was just like, but yeah. Anyway, good morning. All right, let me start my intro. I'm here. I don't like making mistakes. I made a mistake yesterday, and when I make a mistake, for some reason, for me, it makes me frazzle. It makes me like, it just gets me disoriented. I just get all mumble jumbled up, if that makes sense. So then I start making other stupid mistakes, or not being able to collect myself. Sometimes it depends on the type of mistake. It depends on if it's a mistake that's goofy or not goofy or whatever. It depends on the level of the mistake. But I don't like. And I'm not a perfectionist, but sometimes when stuff like that happens, I think maybe I am. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, why am I so... And it's not about nobody else. It's about me. Like, it's like I should have this and I hate for somebody to tell me, y'all, I like to know what I'm doing all times. You know, I like to be the leader of what I do. I like to know what I'm doing because that's just who I am as a person. I am not a follower. And I realized that many years ago, I'm just not a good follower. You know, like I can try to fake it, but I'm not going to be a good follower. I just can't be. So I guess that leads to the thing of when I make a mistake, I get upset with myself, you know, because I'm like, why am I making this mistake? Shouldn't I be doing better than this? You know what I mean? So it's just really weird, and something yesterday triggered that, and people never understand. And I don't explain that to people because for what, and they'll be like, oh, it's not a big deal or whatever. But to me, in my head, it is, and I don't know what that is. But I guess everything stems from some of your life experiences. So maybe, you know, maybe just maybe said the one slur. But yeah, that's so strange. But yeah, I meet a lot of cool people, but I don't get too close, you know, because on purpose, like I'll kick it with you, shop with you, know, because people, what they'll do is they'll think they know you, they'll try to take advantage, or they'll try to dig into your crap, or it's always fraudulent. Like it's very seldom that I'll meet like a real authentic person. That's why I just caution myself with everyone. It's not that I think that everyone's bad. I just think that everyone has the potential to be, and most likely they will do something. They will. Let my life history again have taught me that most likely they will. So I keep my distance from people that I'm around in real life, like on a consistent basis, that I just, you know, and I like them. I don't have any problem with them. And some of them are really cool. Some of them could be great. But will I give it a chance all the way? No. But that's best for me because my job is to protect me, you know, and I'll still look out and do nice things, and, you know, and maybe they won't, but I'm going to still be the decent person that I am. But at the same time, it's like, you just gotta be careful in this world, and remember that, never forget to be careful, because every smile, every person smiling in your face is not friendly. Every smile doesn't, some smiles have bad intentions, you know, and that's why, again, I got this tattoo. I told y'all about this tattoo a long time ago. My double-headed snake that I have wrapped around my arm. Yeah, but anyway, all right, y'all. See you in a minute. I need to get up and get dressed for real. Yeah, and I know I'm looking crazy. I put my little cancer, but I know I'm looking crazy to hold my hair back because I still haven't got ready. I still have to get ready and everything. But I believe in being authentic. I believe in, like, if you knew me for real, you would catch me. If you know, so it's like, why would I'm not always dressed up. I'm not whatever. You know, I'm not tripping. Like, I don't have to be perfect to be perfect. You feel me? Perfect in my imperfections. But anyway, I only said that because I looked back at this video and I was like, ooh, yikes. But but it's perfectly made. But all right, I got coffee brewing, so let me go grab that. Ooh, I got my coffee now, so I had to set my camera up. For those of you, I don't know where I need to be sitting. For those of you who know me, you know that I cannot do fake. I do not like fakeness. That's why I raised my children to be authentically themselves, and anyone around me, like family members, stuff like that, I raised them to be, well, my portion of that would to be yourself. You're the best, and that's why they're unique characters, and I love that about them. They all of it was successful, thank goodness, and I'm a unique character, and I always will be. Who taught me that? I guess my mom did, because in a sense where she didn't say it, I literally said it all the time. But you know, yeah. But yeah, I think that's super important. I can't do fakeness, and this is why when I'm nice, I'm just a nice person. Like, but I hate that people think they can take your kindness for weakness and try to play it, whatever, as opposed to just accepting, loving, and appreciating it. A lot of times, so some people do, I guess. Some people do appreciate it, but that's why when I'm kind and I'm nice, it's authentic. It's not anything fake about my kindness, my niceness, my sweetness. I compliment people. I show them love. I'm sweet to people or whatever. I think that's important. I think it's important because it feels good when people do that to me as well. And I love that. And I love to give it because I like to see the look on people's faces when they're brought up, when they feel nice, when they feel loved, when they feel like seen. You know, I love that. I love making people feel that way. So that's why I'm the way I am. And my point of this, because I was downstairs making my coffee, I was like, I wanted to say something about it. Nice. So my point of this was, yeah, I'm never gonna stop doing that. I'm never gonna stop loving and showing people that you matter and you know you're important and I see you. You know, no matter how hard and cruel the world gets, when people show me something different, I just respond to that appropriately. You know, accordingly. I do it that way instead of not being nice, instead of stopping, because people say you're too nice. Even my own kids have told me over the years you're too nice, but they understand now. At least for the most part, why I'm that way. I don't know how not to be that way, you know, and I'm really thankful to myself. I wish I had friends like me, you know what I mean? I wish I could encounter me, You know what I mean? And when I encounter people that are beautiful spirited as well, I just love it. And so I love this. I love being here as well because y'all are freaking amazing. But in real life, we don't get to encounter. This is a friendship. These are friendships that we had to. It took us a while. You know what I mean? These are, but we're exposed to each other more so because it's all across the world. Like, and it's easier to find it online. In real life, it's not that easy to find people that that you vibe with. You know what I'm saying? So I just love it. That's why I don't leave the internet. That's why I've always been on it. but I still have to deal with the real world. And I love being that good person. I love it. And people find it hard to believe. Don't find it hard to believe. Just because the world's so chaotic, it's not hard to believe. I am who I am. I am who I'm showing you. Now, I may not I don't believe what people say. Like, even though what I say, I do represent myself as I am, but some people will say one thing and then act a completely different way. So I don't listen to words, I look at actions. And that's how I find out who's who or whatever. But yeah, that wasn't the point of me getting up to make this video. I forgot the point now. It was something to that, but now I'm just like loving this coffee, baby. I get that I'm weird though. I'm weird. People don't like when I call myself weird. People love me. Who love me don't like it. I'm quirky. I'm unusual. I am because and I I encountered someone yesterday that I encountered on a regular basis, and they were being weird, and I was like, ah! I was just so happy. I was like, because they were like, no, I'm a little weird. I let me too. I'm like, I don't show it. I hide it, but. Because I have to hide it because I'm too much, y'all. Like, it's not even a game. Like, my mind is so beautiful. And I always say that. And I've been saying it for years. I have, like, a very expressive mind. You know, so there's so many things always. And I'm consistently thinking, like, it's never time. My mind's mumble jumble. But sometimes, most times in a good way. That's another reason why when something negative happens, I dwell on it for a minute. And I think of all these scenarios and whatever. And I play it and play it and replay it and replay it and replay it. Especially when I didn't respond, because I'm not a mean person. So, but now, with that being said, everyone can be, but I'm not a mean person. And when I am an a-hole, I don't feel good about it. Unless the person deserved it, then F them. But, like, typically, though, I don't, and I'll apologize if I did something wrong. Because sometimes I'm wrong, very, very seldomly. But, yeah. I've been wrong once or twice in life, but yeah, and I apologize for it or whatever. But yeah, life is so beautiful, and I just want to. It's so rough, you know what I mean? Because there's so many things in our way that are man-made. My issues are only man-made, so there's so many things that are in my way because of that. Why on earth would I add more to it by being a miserable motherfucker? That I don't understand. Some people really love to be miserable. I will never understand that. But yeah, life is beautiful and amazing. I love it, and I want to continue to love it. I want to have a good life, you know what I mean? Even if everything is in my way, I want to have a good life, you know what I mean? And how else can you get that than giving it to yourself first, like give it to you the best way you can, and then hopefully the world will work with it, and will help and assist and aid in that and making it even better, but let me finish these videos, but anyway, good morning. I'm going to try to make sure I get this video up for so this it can be up ready for Monday. So later on, I'm going to try to think of some topics. I do have I had a topic idea. I don't have that anymore. Yeah, hopefully something will come, something interesting will happen or something. But yeah, how are y'all doing? Let me know how y'all doing and everything too. And I hope everybody's doing. And please, what I'm saying, it's so so important that you just remain the core of you and don't let people, because people are miserable and they will try to take you down with them. F them hoes. But alright, y'all, I gotta get up for real. I'm so glad I'm not a mad mongoose. People be so mad and they hate when you're happy. Like, I'm noticing that in certain individuals, which is crazy. And they also hate when people like you. That's crazy too. Why are you concerned with that? It is so strange, but it shows me how to be. People don't realize I be peeping the things I be peeping, but I'm glad I peep them, because then I know how to behave accordingly. I know how you really feel. When you act shady, I see it. I see. This is why I don't be trying to socialize with nobody, and I only speak to people in certain settings when I have to, when I absolutely have to, but I don't always have to, so just know that I won't. But yeah, that's so raggedy. I'm gonna stay happy and you gonna stay mad. Anyway, I'll be right back. My power's out again. Oh my gosh, it was trees all over the streets. It is a raggedy mess. But I'll update y'all. I'll probably just be up here like powerless and just talking. I gotta take my shower real quick. All right, be right back. Well, 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 beautiful folks. Let me take my slippers off. Wait a minute. Let me get comfy cozy. Like nobody knows this. So, I got home, and I feel like this is high. I feel like y'all a little high. I'm gonna curve y'all down. So. Downward, onward, downward. Am I tripping? You guys see me a little high. I don't know. But yeah, so I got home, and okay, so when I was coming home, there were trees like literally everywhere. Like trees were knocked down everywhere, all over the streets. So I'm running over trees, branches, and on some streets, whole trees were in the street. I'm like, what the freak, you know? And that it happened all within like 10 minutes. Not even playing. There was hail. There was, I don't know what type of storm. I don't know what's going on, but trees. It seems like it's a tree storm because I've never seen so many trees falling at one time. Like so weird. It was a lot of lightning and stuff. Then I get home and my electricity's off. I'm like, man, what the freak? I feel like people playing with the skies. We ain't gonna get into the conspiracies though, but I feel like people playing with the skies at this point. Like, it's about to start getting hot. I'm about to start swelting. Oh man, like Austin Powers swelting. But yeah, this sucks. This freaking sucks. And then I can't even call. Like, my phone isn't working, so I don't know how the mobile service isn't working either. What the freak, man? Maybe we should be watching out for aliens. Did y'all hear that? I'm not even playing. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. Y'all, did y'all hear that? How did I get down here? I was losing daylight, so I said, let me, we're losing daylight, so I was like, let me, open these windows. It's so windy out. It looks like it feels so good out. I think I'm gonna take a nap. I tried to take a nap. I can't sleep. Why was everybody outside with like... Everybody was outside with no shoes on. Like... I'm not even... Like, what is going on? Everybody was outside with no shoes on. Like, after the storm. What is happening? Anyway, y'all. Good night. Maybe it's an apocalypse that I don't know about. It looked like the apocalypse out that motherfucker with trees everywhere and people with no shoes on. People carrying babies with no shoes on, people by themselves with no shoes on. I am not even joking. Like, what is going on? Anyway, alright, y'all. Always does this art.
Take a picture of your phone.
Let me see. Okay, I'll take a picture. I'm going to show you a picture. It's really cool. I want her to do my tattoos, but she refuses to learn how to do tattoos. No, you should though. Tattoos would be banging. If I show y'all some of her, first of all, she's an artist too. All my kids are, well, most of my kids are artists, not all of them.
Here, I'll show one of mine.
Yeah, let me see your thing first. Okay, you gonna show what?
Show the picture of her. Here you go. Wait. Okay, I showed them. I can't see it. It's blurry, but.
What they should have seen is Nars picture that you made for her.
What?
What they should have seen is Nars picture that you made for her. Oh, you turned it
What are you
off?
talking about?
They should have seen Nars picture, the one you made for her birthday.
Oh.
That was cool.
Oh,
That was freaking cool. She likes to draw dark things, like some people say satanic, demonic, but that's not what it is. But that's the
I am satanic and I am demonic.
that's the way it comes off. Her and my other daughter are really good at stuff like that. It's so amazing. Like they're so good. Like Drake says Lil Wayne is. But yeah, what are you eating? Why are you eating stuff in my room? But let me show you her. I'm gonna take a picture of it real quick. All right. I don't know if it's showing up on the picture, so there it is. That thing is sweet. And what did you use to do it?
Markers?
She uses markers. She's been doing this for years. Pro status. But alright, y'all.
Hey, Mom. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, where'd she go? Ma. Ma. Ma.
All the wheels that tumble across the sky and down the ground, through the seas and through the ocean, all around and all around. The wind, it blows the bushes and the trees and the squirrels until all of the things end, including the world. The funny thing is everybody's outside, including my own family, and it's because we have no power. It takes going back to the 15th century for everybody to go outside and just have a good time. It's crazy. That's crazy. Good night, folks. This dude I just met, like, I haven't, because I have seen him all the time, whatever. Not all the time, but I met him, like, has it even been a month? Maybe a month or two ago, and he tries to assume what I'll be thinking about something. He goes, I know you. He like, and then I looked at him. He goes, well, I don't know you like that, but I know you enough to say. I said, you don't know me enough to say anything. Why are people so silly? I don't even know me enough. Let me stop. No, I know me. But I can't call it sometimes, though. I can't call it. That's crazy, though. Crazy. How people just assume they know you because they see you, because you show them a certain side of you, because you whatever. Man, to know me is crazy. To know so many people is crazy. We don't even know our family like that. But we're going to save that for another vlog. Good night for real. About to be a crazy night, buddies. Nightfall is coming. Nightfall is upon us.